I would have to say I was kidnapped for 2 weeks by these Mexicans that they didn't care which hole, they didn't care. I was literally ripped open. I had to get 14 stitches when they came and found me.
Did you report it to the police?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
The feds is who kicked in the door. I don't know how or who. I just knew God was there. He had to be. I've had a guy leave me $500,000 when he died.
And what happened to the money?
Drugs. It was going in 12 months.
First that you have to take, because once you're inside that car, you know, you're in their territory. They just lock that car up. You know, it's no, unless you're like that strong enough to break a window. And by that time, he's already punching you in your face, you know, he's already doing something. Or he done got a needle stuck in your neck or something, you know what I mean?
So, did you report this to the police when that happened?
No.
Why not?
Because it's something that you're gonna redo again. Over and over and over. Because even people that owe other people money from the corners, they still walk by them like they don't owe them shit and try to actually go buy from them. You know, it's stupidity. But it's what we do when we're in that high, that, you know, that I want more and I can't get it, so what I'm gonna do for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Real shit. So, and it comes way back to Mother Millennium. Oh, I said it right. It comes way back to her. Who's that lady we threw rocks at? The worst thing was have a menage a trois. Man, but I made it happen. It was actually like 7 men. Jesse, God rest your soul in peace. You know, him and 6 of his friends. They each came. Before they came, they took care of me first. Then I took care of each of them. So, and I was the only woman.
Due to the fact you're in such a high-risk activity, do you protect yourself?
I sure do.
Have you been tested for any STDs?
I sure have. I got, most of them.
Well, what are some STDs you have contracted?
I have gotten gonorrhea. I've gotten, trichomoniasis. I've gotten, Hep A, Hep B.
So are you going to protect?
Chlamydia as well.
That's horrible, right?
Very much.
So are you now practicing safe sex due to the fact you have experienced those STDs?
Yeah, I have, because due to my HIV positive.
So sorry to hear that.
I have to protect myself at all times.
So do you tell your dates that you are positive?
I sure do.
Oh, that's
now
awesome.
I have regulars. I said, you know, enter at your own risk.
Got you.
It's something that I gotta live by.
Right. At least you're keeping it 100, you know, I respect that. Do you think prostitution should be legalized?
By all means, we need to be taxed. For real. Well, at this point, at the way I'm feeling, I don't even care, because by the end of the day, your opinion means nothing to me, my opinion don't mean shit to you. There's only one judgment, that's all
A few years into using heroin, I go to, now I'm dating someone now who's dealing and selling and using, and I'm using, and it's just a toxic relationship. And I go to pick up some drugs because we're going away for the weekend, and I wind up going by myself because, you know, I know it all, and I wind up getting tied down and raped and assaulted by these 3 men and this 1 girl. And I go up to Bristol to pick up these drugs, and I find myself, 1 minute I'm in the house giving money, getting drugs in my hand, and the next I'm naked, tied down to a bed, you know, with tape around my face, getting raped by 3 different men, and also a girl that they're, you know, making do things to me. It was, at this point, I was getting, you know, they were feeding me drugs, so I was in and out of consciousness. I don't remember too much. But it was definitely a eye-opening experience, not one to make me stop. But I definitely was a little bit more aware.
I stopped prostituting a long time ago.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, when I had viciously got raped. So that one is no longer with me. That partner.
That hurt, right? Ken, you want to open up to give us a backstory on?
Yeah, it wasn't really too good. Tell them to look in the Kensington Blues book. The story's in there.
The what? The Kensington?
Kensington Blues book. I'm in there.
Kensington Blues book.
Yeah, you'll see that story in there.
Okay, the Kensington Blues book. We definitely gonna look into that.
2009, there was a serial rapist out here. The guy fractured my face. I was pregnant. I was 5 months pregnant, and I had just gotten out. I just got stabilized on a clinic, you know, so I wasn't even high. Like, I wasn't getting high. I needed money to get somewhere to stay in for the night. And, you know, a guy presented himself and made it like, you know, he was a date, and then, you know, well, he was a serial rapist. So, you know, he robbed me, and then he fractured my face, and thank God nothing happened to my baby. But yeah, that was terrible. Like, I still have, I lost my peripheral vision. I have a fracture here. My eye, like, it's a wonder I can see out of it at all. My pupil was like a cat slit after he hit me, and you know, luckily though, I did, you know, the police held me there, you know, which, you know, adds insult to injury. So they told me if I didn't make a statement that they would arrest me for obstruction of justice. You know, I just wanted to make sure the baby was okay, and she was. She's going to be 12 next month. So she's okay, thank God. You know, and I by grace of God, I really say that she is the reason that I made it through that, because he raped 7 women, and they are all in emergency brain damage, coma. Damn. I'm the only one that survived, like, with mind intact.
Wow,
you know?
What happened to him?
Well, they caught him, and he was convicted, but he only got 12 years, and I think he should have got a lot more than that. But because I was the only one that came forward. I will say, as much as I hate the cops, the SVU, they're really dedicated, because he sent me letters. I got locked up. He sent me letters threatening me not to testify. You know, he knew where my family lived. You know, like, I was scared to death. But so he got extra convictions for that, because, you know, I don't know how he found out where I was, but he was sending me letters. You know, so, but he should still be in jail.
Okay, What has been your worst dating experience?
I was raped at gunpoint by some random guy. He had parked between 2 cars so tight that I couldn't get out. And it was only supposed to be oral services. And when I told him that I was tired, this was taking like way too long, he pulled a gun out and pulled my pants down. He would get mad at me for crying and shaking, and he smelled of some sort of chemical, and he got up in my ear and he's like, "What do you have to live for? Why are you out here?" And it was just like the scariest moment of my life, because I have a son, and that's what I told him, what I have to live for. And
how do you get away?
Well, afterwards he wasn't sure if he should drop me off or keep me with him, and I told him I thought that he had picked me up for a role play scenario. And I'm like, I don't know why you're scared to drop me off. You wanted this role play, and I did it. Why would I go to the cops, man? I'm a prostitute. Like.
So that's why you didn't go to the cops? You didn't report him, right?
I did go to the hospital, and they gave me a hard time about getting a rape kit. And it just felt like people think that because someone's a prostitute, they deserve these situations. But really, like, the people out here, this is just a snapshot of either the lowest point in our life, the darkest point, or close to that, you know? Because some people's bottom is 6 feet under, and some is, you know, missing an appointment or losing a job. Some are higher and some are lower than others.
Right.
And when you walk through Kensington, you see a lot of people that are broken and hurting for reasons that we can't always communicate. And that frustration gets turned inside and we end up using, because we don't want to die, we don't want to live, but by getting high, we can physically be here while emotionally, mentally, and spiritually not being here.
Gotcha. How do you go about supporting your habit?
I have friends, and I have some are not so friends that help me out, I guess. I unfortunately do dates sometimes, and I've been robbed, I've been raped, I've had guns pulled on me.
It's horrible. I heard so many stories
really
like
is.
that. It's dangerous, right?
Yep, it is.
So tell us, which one has been one of your worst dating experiences? Give us a backstory.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Within, I don't know, I've had so many. I've been held by knife point for 3.5 hours up Fairmont Park.
Wow.
And been forced to give a blowjob, and then when he was close to coming, he'd stop and then make me start all over again. And he told me he'd like jam it down my throat, tell me he was gonna, if I threw up or gagged, he was gonna slice me. I've been grabbed by my throat and raped and told if I made a noise they were gonna snap my neck.
I was finished doing the date and I went to, get my stuff and turn around and open the door real quick. And then I heard a gunshot. And turn around, he like, put my money back, leave your bag in the car, show me your breasts before you get out, and if you make any sort of move, I'll blow your head's ass off.
Wow.
And then also there was like this guy, he put a knife like lower, like down, like on his leg, like showing me the knife. Like, if I were you, I would get out the car right now and run fast.
Wow.
And those were the two experiences I had. I'm glad to say I really ain't have too many other.